Oh, he doesn't respect that. He's coming. Um, so if we start with the HP funding, um, Jan, have you been following the IRC conversation about that?
I vaguely
Sorry about
have.
that.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Have you followed the IRC conversation about HP cutting us off?
I still didn't get the last word.
Sorry. Have you followed the IRC conversations we've had about AWS? I mean, HP cutting us off.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody told you that we're moving to AWS now?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So basically, we've got 6 servers left. Is that right, Tanner?
Yeah, that's right.
And we need to work out how we're going to move them all. I mean,
But
Ideally, we should have like every server on HP terminated by the end of this week or next week.
I think we should shoot for this week, since there's not a whole lot we need left. We need
yeah,
to do... I can't do English.
I think we can do Friday. I mean, WordPress is nearly done, so that's one server down. We even need Fabricator.
I'm thinking we should maybe keep at least like try to screenshot all of the bugs we have or something, so we have some sort of archive of what we've done before we move to Bugzilla. I don't know if that's necessary though.
Why don't we just rub it together on one AWS instance or Micro or something?
We only need a database backup to get it back up at some point in the future,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we
That's
should
all
just
we
take a
need.
database backup, terminate it, and then we can decide that later.
Okay.
No one's taking notes. Take notes. Yeah, an easy way is I was half listening. I have a meeting. I'm going to OSCON next week, and I'm leaving tomorrow, and I have a meeting at 3:30, so that's in 20 minutes. But if someone asks a question, you can totally throw them the notes. Write in the question and then write in the answer, or write in the suggestions and then say we decided to go with this one because.
I'll find a book for Fabricator.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what we should do for action items is if we put action in square brackets in the whiteboard, we can then make some cool search in the future.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bugzilla has a lot of stuff. I mean, you can put stuff in. In theory, if it's a bug, then it's an action item. It's something that needs to be done. And then there's the whiteboard you can use to triage the priorities, the level, major, minor, critical, targets. If it's not an action item, or if it's not anything that's like we need to work on this now, can get triaged out of future, and anything that's just like, yeah, we'll deal with this later, leave it in future.
Tanner, can you make the Fabricator dump?
Yes,
Hey, Karen, I was just, yeah.
I should be able to. Whoops.
I'm going to file this as GJ. How do you change priority? Oh, okay. Oh, I just realised we probably shouldn't. We're going to have difficulties filing critical bugs because it will page IT.
Does it do that for all components?
I believe it's for the whole infrastructure, and I'll check with
Oh,
Jabba Justin. I think he should know. Or
They might be able, maybe they can do it, have those components not do it.
yeah, I'll speak to someone in IT, see what happens.
Woohoo.
Okay, so
Put it in the notes!
I'll file a bug to myself.
But put it in the notes that you're going to file the bug.
What I'll do for now is I'll put a list of bug IDs in the action items. Oh, I've lost the meeting.
Do we have a tracking bug for the HP cloud stuff?
I don't think so. Do we, Tad?
Sorry.
Do we have a tracking bug for the HP stuff?
I doubt it.
We should probably get one of them up then.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you file one?
Assign that to me, yeah.
So don't just put bug links in the action items because that means nothing. At least put the bug summary next to it. Yay! Perfect.
And this one was tape fabricated computer.
Oh dear.
What have I done?
Fabricator
Oh, no.
puts everything in its own database rather than its own table. So there's 54 databases.
Fabricator uses a database
For literally everything.
Does each task have its own database?
Not each task, each part of Fabricator does. Like,
Okay.
bugs do. I don't even know what half these are, but there's 54 of them.
Doesn't that make sense though? Because aren't they expecting you to put a lot of information in each section and then that makes databases slow?
I don't know enough about databases to answer that.
All I know about databases is the more information you put in them, the slower they get. That's all I've been told.
So that's kind of the idea of varnish. Do we even have varnish on Fabricator though? Actually, no, that would be inconvenient. We'd have to set up a varnish instance for 48. Okay, so what else do we need to move from HP? Anybody?
From HP, what else we need to move? Let me look. I think it is just
Fireball.
present slow. Have I mentioned I hate HP? We have Firebot.
Oh.
Filing bug.
What?
It's a T2.
Why did you set the platform as Migo?
Why not?
Okay.
Since we're dealing with dead platforms, might as well.
That actually almost makes sense.
It's like that meme about Joey explaining why it's a moo point and not a moot point.
Joey.
I will find it from Friends.
Oh, is this Joey the one that Charlotte always talks about and says he's not a very nice person?
You've obviously never watched Friends.
I've never
Joey's
watched Friends.
awesome.
Is he?
Yeah. He's a little dumb though. There we go. I found the picture. I'm dropping it in IRC.
And we'd start depending these bugs. I can just put in the bug number and depends on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, you just did that, okay.
I think did we have all the bugs put in there now?
Hang on. There are fireball ones in there. I'm gonna discourse one that's not HP, but it still needs to be done. But it's not a priority at the minute.
Does anyone know off the top of their head how you make a tarball?
You type tar dash and then a bunch of letters and hope for the best.
Okay, I think there's a C in there.
Yeah, C is for create. C, no, Z is.
CVF.
Z is GZIP, isn't it?
I don't know.
CVF.
B is for
Just
both.
recite to the XKCD.
I'm trying CZF. I don't know if the
CZF.
F does. Refusing to create an empty archive. Oh,
So is
that
the
compression
one.
worked really well. It took the 41 megabyte dump down to 4 kilobytes.
Are you sure all the data's in there?
I doubt it. But we'll see.
Yusef, did you find the well make all the bugs?
You what, mate? I just had mumbling, so...
He said something about filing all the bugs.
Oh, I've done the tracking bug, I'm doing the discourse one now.
Okay. Wait, oh, right.
Yeah, it's not the priority one, but it needs to happen sometime.
Yeah, it needs to move account.
Yeah, I'm trying to phrase it in where we don't use new account. Other account.
Oh, don't talk about the account, actually.
That's why I wrote to the other account, so... It's
Just
gonna be
don't
hard to
talk
say, yeah,
about
okay,
the
but mentors, GP.
Wait,
I'm gonna need to drop off because I've got to read a few things before the meeting, my next meeting. You guys
Alright.
need anything? Looks like you guys are doing well. Just when you're reading the notes, pretend each line is a tweet and try to make sure that it makes sense. So like the action items, you know, it's a short description and a link, and it makes perfect sense. If you tweeted that, people would know if they were interested and they would know whether or not they want to click through the bug. But the stuff above the action items are not sufficient. So, like the modules one might just need to be lengthened to be our current modules, or is that Bugzilla modules? I don't know. Like maybe the subpoints don't need to be expanded, but the top one does, or maybe it's the other way around.
they're just our project modules.
Yeah. And then maybe like, is it just there to be listed, or are we supposed to do something with them? Cool. You got the right idea. Alright, I gotta go. But good work, guys. I'm glad. The amount of participation from everyone was really cool. Let's do this more often.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we ready to move on yet? Or...
Almost. I'm still trying to phrase this in which I don't mention.
Just say
Or
that
be
we
really vague about where we're moving it to.
just say we need to create 2 instances for Discourse and install it there. Don't mention that we're moving it. We
One
know what we're
instance.
One instance, yeah, and a scaling group.
Okay, yeah, I pretty much got that.
Just-
mentors, JP.
No, don't put JP's name on anything yet.
Too late. Well, it doesn't really matter because he can
Yeah.
just be like, he can just be like, yeah, I said I'll help him mentor, nothing else.
JP's mentoring us, it's cool.
Yeah, they don't have to know that he gave us anything. Just we can
Yeah.
ask him for help. Also, am I really quiet?
No, not really. Okay, so can we move on now?
We can.
Cool. So,
Alright. And it's making a 4 kilobyte single line with a bunch of strange characters.
so, what else do we need to move from HP?
Badges.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, I need to assign myself to.
We actually need to. Yeah, we don't even. I forgot. Badge.us is down. Still. I'll have to get a database export for that.
I have one already.
Oh, cool. We just need to set it up in AWS then.
Yeah, I can take that one as well.
While above.
Wait, mid-air collision detected. I'm confused. How am I mid-air collisioning with myself?
Because you are.
Oh right, I just have to refresh. Oh, Bugzilla. You so stupid. There we
What
go.
kind of status code does that give?
What kind of what?
What kind of status code does a mid-air collision give? Just
I
a
don't know.
normal
Yeah, it's just a
200.
normal page. It tells you if you want to do it anyway, but
We should come up with a cool HTTP error that we get on Bugzilla. Um, Badge.us. We need to talk about that in the project modules thing anyway, so
the what?
the modules, which is the next thing on the agenda. And
What about modules?
so at the moment, the module system kind of needs changing around a bit.
Okay.
Because it's at the moment it's just not going to work out for us.
Do you mean the actual system, or
As in like each module needs changing slightly.
okay? What do you propose?
Well, are we ready to go there yet, or is there anything else on HP?
I think that's it.
Okay, cool. So
I don't have access to HP, so I don't know what's running on it.
let me have a look. Firebox, WordPress, Fabricator,
Do we have a
Bastion.
WordPress bug for migrating it?
Uh,
Because even though it's half done already, we should have a tracking bug for that.
Can you file a bug and assign it to me, please?
Okay. I'm losing track tabs because I can smell food.
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 Tanner, what is it that you just put in community IT?
That's apparently the whole Fabricator database as what's it called?
Tarball.
Yes, that.
Are
I
you sure it
extracted it
isn't?
and that was the entire text. And that happened again, so I'm not sure what's wrong.
Why can't you just use a GUI tool?
Oh dear, that's not good.
What's not good?
Oh, it is compressed. That would be why.
You what, mate?
When I did the dump, it apparently compressed it by itself. So I was trying to
How
compress
did you do the dump?
with MySQL dump.
When I did it, it didn't compress, but okay.
But I did it with the old databases flag because
Oh,
the server
yeah, I did
did
on a
that.
specific database. Did you do it? Did you check if it has all the actual query ones?
No, I am going to do that.
Did you file a bug for WordPress? Lisa?
I'm doing it now. I'm just going to leave description blank because I'm too lazy to write anything in there.
That one goes under infrastructure, I guess. Oh, you've already worked that out.
Assign to tab and depends for blocks. Where's my other tab at? Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's the tracking bug?
It should be in the Etherpad.
Yeah, got it.
Oh my god, now it's compressed in another tarball.
What the fuck are we doing?
So can we move on yet?
Is that it?
Well, there's nothing else on WordPress, so, I mean HP.
Then yes, we can move on.
Cool. So, first module I was looking at was the infrastructure module. I put something on Discourse about that, and I've had a conversation with Tanner. We were thinking that maybe like that module should require that when you make changes to things of a substantial value, it should require a peer support as well, just for now, because obviously, yeah, and I'd like to be the owner of that module because it looks cool, and there isn't really an owner at the moment. MRC is just listed, I think.
Okay.
Does
It's
anybody have?
cool isn't a good enough excuse.
Well, there's no owner at the moment. I kind of run Puppet. I have access to AWS.
What?
Wait, did you miss everything?
The last
Uh,
sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have access to AWS. I do Puppet. There's no owner at the moment, and
Is Puppet not a separate module though?
no, Puppet is part of the infrastructure.
Okay. We should change that on the Etherpad then.
Change what on the Etherpad?
I think it's listed as a separate module on the Etherpad, Puppet.
Why does Puppet need a separate module?
I'm just saying it's listed on the Etherpad as a separate module. We need to change that. That's how I'm going by modules. We have Discourse, Isinga, Puppet, Fabricator, WordPress.
Oh no,
I don't know where else modules are.
the wiki.
Oh, that's a lot of effort. I have to type
That's
a
where they're
wiki in
officially
there.
documented. I mean, does anybody object to you being the owner of the infrastructure module? Because
Nope.
we'll see.
You
Me and
said you
Tanner.
wanted to own it because it's cool. I don't think that's a good reason.
Oh, I just went through some others. Basically over in Puppet, so I kind of know how the infrastructure works now.
Okay, but that's not the only thing that infrastructure is about.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm currently learning about AWS. I pretty much understand the basics of AWS now. And
Okay.
in a general sense, infrastructure is something that interests me, and I kind of like to carry on with it, basically.
Well, I don't have any objections, so
Hannah?
Nope.
well, I do nominate Tanner as peer, so
So do I. Me and Tanner actually had a discussion, and we think that it would be a good idea that a peer is always involved in making decisions as well, because it's a pretty critical thing. Like if the infrastructure breaks, everything breaks.
Well, I'd go ahead and say infrastructure is so critical, everybody should be involved in decisions.
Well, for certain, like deleting an instance, obviously that will be everyone's decision. But for creating stuff, rebooting.
Well, no, because with creating stuff, you have to work out like who's going to be working on whatever service.
So yeah, that's the
Yes.
idea. Someone in a module files above the infrastructure, and then infrastructure follows a procedure where the module who requests it is responsible. Then infrastructure decide whether to assign that resource or not, and that would be done using a infrastructure vote.
But what if it's a new thing? Like you're not putting up a server for a current module.
So then it needs to go under community hosting.
Fair enough.
So is everyone cool with that? Is there anything else?
Yep.
Ask MRs.
You kind of cut out there.
Sorry. I'm also going to ask MRZ and RZL to hear that module as well.
I don't think Amazon would be that useful, to be honest.
Well, he's always around if we need to ping him and ask him a quick
Yeah,
message.
but I mean, giving him a like official title of peer
Yeah.
is going to assume he has well, it's going to mean he has responsibility, and I don't think he has a time for that responsibility.
Right, that's a good point. So I'll ask
I'm fine for him actually doing peery stuff, just not getting the name for it, because that implies, well, that means he does have responsibility, and I just don't think he has the time for that.
got it.
You know, if that changes, then sure, I'm all up for it.
Okay, so maybe if I ask RZL and JP, or just RZL actually.
Just as
I wouldn't be objected to Yusuf being a peer either.
well, that.
But do you, Yusuf, you want to peer for infrastructure?
Sure.
So I'll just ask RZL then. Okay, so the next module is badge.us, US, badges, something.
I would ask whatever his name was.
Yvonne.
Yes, him. If he still wants to do that, or
I had a chat with him. He finds it really, really difficult to contribute because of his time zone.
okay, that's fair enough.
And I think that maybe if someone else takes ownership of that, but
You could ask.
Did you say badges?
yeah,
What does it involve?
it's basically a whole project. It's running the website badge.us.
Right.
Would you be interested in running that? Yeah.
Um,
Oh God, what did I do?
Depends on what it involves. Is it more like technical?
Yeah.
Like incredibly technical, as in just consisting of stuff you have to do in the console and having to know complicated comments.
So with badge.us, it's not so much like programming or anything. It's just installing the application, making sure it works, knowing how to troubleshoot it and stuff.
Right.
And there's documentation already, so
Well, if it's fun to learn, or if you can learn something at all, it would be quite interesting.
okay. So would you like to take ownership of that module?
Sure.
Okay. Iwong's I'll also talk to Ewong and tell him.
Ask him if he wants to peer it, because he already knows how
Yeah.
it's all set up and stuff, so he can
Yeah, I was about to
give
say
some help along the way.
it'd be cool if he can hear it.
Because that way he doesn't have to be as involved.
Yeah. Um, Discourse. MRZ is still Discourse, which we should probably change, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He what?
He's, well, where am I? No, it's just, I'm looking at Fabricator. Okay, on the wiki, for some reason, the discourse links to Fabricator. That makes sense. Yeah, it says MLZ's module owner for that, which...
That's pretty
So
good.
I think for all intents and purposes, me and Yusuf are more or less the owners of that.
Yeah, pretty
Because-
much. We've been
Yeah.
doing all the maintenance and stuff on it, so it
Let's
won't be any
have-
different to what we're doing now.
Yeah, let's have you guys as dual owners, I guess, and then
Or you can have one owner, one peer. Doesn't really make a difference.
who wants to own, who wants to peer.
I don't care.
Fight to the death.
I'll fight you in CSGO. Knife only. 1v1 me.
Yusef.
Also, are we still going test site? Because I think we're at the point now where we are no longer purely experimental.
I think that we should say that it's kind of experimental.
Because we have enough people relying on it that it's no longer experimental, so...
Okay, let's just move it to.
Yeah, if we were to take it down, people would be hurting.
I don't know what TCP would do if we took it down.
Does Jan do work on Discourse?
He does the CSS, the design, and... yeah.
Should he peer it, Jan? I don't know.
If he
Sorry,
wants
what were you
to,
talking about?
I'm not opposed to that.
We're wondering if you should be peering Discourse, Jan. Or if you want to, that is.
Sure.
Hannah, any objection?
Nope.
Okay, so the next one is MCS, but I think we all know now that Community IT is part of MCS.
Isn't MCS pretty much dead already?
So like MCS is Mozilla Community Services or something, community sites.
I just realised I never actually knew what that stood for.
And then, so community web dev falls under that as well, and whatever other projects get started in the next however long. So I think that we should rename MCS to community hosting, because then rename it in our module, by the way, not like so instead of having an MCS module, we have a community hosting module, and community IT is part of MCS, whatever MCS is.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
So, next thing, let me just have a look, see what else.
Hey, Demonoid is online.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing relevant, at least.
So I guess we also need to work out access policy. So, I mean, I'm going to draft something up. Would this be how you guys want it to be? So, like, it works based on the module system. So, if something's owned by a certain module, access is decided by a vote of the peers of area.
I like that.
Should infrastructure maybe have a say in that?
Who should? Sorry.
Should infrastructure have a say in that?
It depends on the
Because
access.
it could potentially hurt the other stuff if somebody were to mess up majorly on theirs.
I've got an idea actually. We should have like tiered access similar to how the commit access works. So give me a second. Level 1 access will get you SS something like access to a web service that can't make changes to stuff. Level 2 will get you SSH access. Level 3 will get you access to things that can directly damage the infrastructure.
I
Then-
propose we name those Silver 1, Silver 2, Silver 3.
Silver 1,
Silver Elite Master,
And global root is
Global Elite.
yes.
okay, so what are the names? Let's actually use these just to make the whole project.
I'll send you the thingy.
So what's level 1, the
We
lowest
can,
level?
we can make ourselves feel better that we're just Silver Elite Masters.
So what's the lowest level? I don't get this.
Silver 1.
Check. Community IT.
Okay.
Oh, somebody. Okay.
And global root. Root on all the servers is global elite.
So level 3 is below the elite. What should level 2 be?
Leo's trying to argue with me that he needs Cat 6.
Gold Nova 3.
Are we really going to spend more time deciding what we're going to call them than we did actually doing the policy?
Probably.
Gold Nova 3. And then the last one is the global. Are those names cool with everybody?
Dimitru was married. Oh, no, quotes. Never mind.
Dimitri was married.
No, never mind. I missed some quotes around something he posted.
Oh, is it Facebook where they show a thingy from somebody and just on the top it says this person shared this or whatever?
No,
Oh.
he posted something in the reps group, and in parentheses it said my wife was born in Nigeria, but I didn't realize that that was a quote he was posting.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so. We're really
I actually like this tier's idea with Silver 1, Gold Nova 3, and the Global Elite because it kind of makes the project sound cooler. It sounds more Mozilla community stuff. Like the Mozilla Commit Access level 1. Level 1 sounds boring. Silver 1. That's so much cooler.
So, I'm gonna go.
Okay. See you later.
Yeah.
Then. Thanks for doing this.
I had to do that. See you.
So yeah,
What else?
I think if
Wait.
this goes on any longer, I'm going to disappear off screen.
We need to call it ranks, not tiers, don't we?
Yes.
So
Okay.
the people have to fight other people to get their ranks.
Yeah, we decide, and then it's a 1v1.
Should we have an open badge for each one?
No, I think that comes under copyright.
Who follows copyright now?
I don't know, if you're going to go up against Valve, you're going to need a lot of money.
Not my money, it's Mozilla's money.
That's no excuse.
Yeah. It depends whose budget it comes out of.
You just ask reps.
What a budget request. 22 million. 12 copyright claim.
Yep. Community building. We get press.
Actually, that's community engagement, just saying.
Maybe if we pay the public meet Gaben.
Could do.
Okay, so what else was I going to mention? There was something else. I've lost it. I can't remember. I'll start a discourse for anybody. So has anybody else got anything to say? We'll do. This is an awkward silence. Wait, where have Tanner and Yusuf gone? Tanner? Yusuf? Are you hiding under your table? Or something? You are. I saw you, Tanner.
God damn it, Tanner, you ruined it. Okay, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we can be done after an hour.
We managed to wrap up in time. That's surprising.
And
Half
we've
an
got
hour
super
late.
cool access policy names.
Oh yeah, no, we're half an hour now, aren't we? Yeah. Wait, what? Policy what?
We've got super cool access policy names.
Yes.
So does that mean that we're all global elites?
I don't know about you guys. Tanner's Silver 4, so... Forever Silver.
Your silver as well.
Just about.
Oh yeah, I
Coming
remember.
over soon.
I could sabotage you, make you master, silver master, whatever, silver elite. I don't remember.
What's it called in CS:GO when you level up or rank up or something?
You rank up.
Oh, okay. Cup in community IT. Is it? Oh yeah, it's a module vote. Yeah.
I think that covers well. I don't know, we only went through infrastructure, didn't we? I'm too easy to, I don't know how to go backwards in the wiki, so. WordPress. That's up to date, I think. Community hosting. So we have a person for that.
Wait, community hosting?
Whatever MCS is supposed to be now.
Oh, so I'll talk to Wazel about that.
Okay. Sounds cool.
I'll probably someone else, maybe Nico, even though he's not involved in the project, he's involved heavily in community hosting. So, and Tanner, maybe it's up to Tanner.
Why don't we just make Tanner a peer of every project so we have somebody to blame no matter what goes wrong?
You already do that though.
True.
Okay, so
So discourse upgrade gone wrong? Blame it on Tanner.
It's only my fault like 90% of the time.
we should demote him to Gold Nova 3.
That would actually be a promotion to me.
But you're
Pretty big one.
Send you back to unranked. You can play your
Oh.
10 games again. I wonder if you can play your 10 games so bad you don't get a rank after the 10th game.
You might just be silver 1.
I'll play it and see what happens. Because
Yeah,
then, I mean, like, if anyone's not going to get a rank on their 10th game, it will be me.
Or you'll end up Gold Nova 2.
In which case I'll just hijack your account.
Whatever.
I'll just quit.
Maybe I could play so badly that I trick the system into thinking that I'm doing really good.
I'm pretty sure that's happened to me a few times.
I mean, it can't be that smart.
I guess you could use an aimbot, that would kind of be tricking system.
Isn't that cheating?
Yeah.
Who cares? Where can I get an aimbot?
Okay, are we done here?
I guess.
Okay.
Wait, do you have the horse hat? We always have to finish with you guys, or whatever it is.
I don't know.
We have to finish with that. It's commonplace in these calls to finish with somebody wearing a hat.
Yeah, but then there's also this thing.
Yeah, he's told